This is People's Park in Chongqing. Every weekend, parents come here with pretend profiles of their sons and daughters. Age, height, education, job, sometimes whether they own an apartment. You meet the profile before you meet the person. Instead, use your dating app like Tinder. It's basically a real-life marriage market. Before I had even looked around properly, one aunt stopped me.
手工历是来哪个的？
相亲啊，
哪一年的
98。
？98年的。你有多高？
It was kind of awkward. I just was standing there and someone came over and asking my personal details, like my age, my height, and where I work. Parents walk around, talk to each other, and try to find a good match for their sons and daughters. Looking at these profiles, I started to understand why dating can feel less like romance and more like a job interview. This song is for guys who aren't great at talking but want to settle down, and women who want to get married and have kids. It says if you get married quickly, you even get a gift. It's like marriage is a limited time offer. No debt, no criminal record, a good credit history. She put all of that on her dating profile. In a place like this, you are not just choosing a person, you are choosing everything that could go wrong with them too. Everyone is trying to answer the same questions. Can this person build a stable life with my son or daughter? Because in China, marriage often comes with much more than two people falling in love. It can mean a home, children, support for both sides or parents, and a lot of decisions that are hard to take back. My cousin is 6 years older than me. He has a son now and their parents of twin daughters. But before he got married, he was dating someone else and we had all met her. The problem was her family situation was complicated and my cousin's parents is not really happy about this relationship. I remember asking him it about once and he told me this time I'm not going to listen to my mom. But later, they broke up, and not long after that, his family introduced to his someone else. Then he got married, and now he has 3 children. But I still remember he saying he wasn't going to listen to his mom. In some families, you're not only choosing a person, your family is deciding whether they can accept that person's whole background too. In 2025, more than 6.7 million couples get married in China. That sounds like a huge number, but 10 years ago, it was almost twice as high. People are not necessarily giving up on marriage. A lot of people are just waiting longer until work feels stable, until they can afford a home, until they feel ready for everything that comes after the wedding. I'm 28. For most of my 20s, I was told to focus on study, work, and making money. Dating was supposed to be a distraction. Now, apparently, I'm already behind. When my whole family gets together, I'm the only unfinished one. Then one aunt tells me about girls she knows. Then my parents pull me aside and say, if you never get married, people will look down on us. It was not, we want you to be happy. So for a while, that really got to me. Like I mentioned in a previous video, I was on dating app all the time. I went on dates with the girls I barely knew because I thought maybe I just need to try harder. But once marriage came up, the date changed. Your job, your salary, your savings, whether you can afford an apartment, whether your family can help with their down payment, a car, and then 彩礼, the bridge price, money traditionally given by the groom's family to the bride's family before the wedding. After a while, you stop feel like a guy on the dates. You feel like a profile with your face. And it's a strange feeling. When every date has an outcome attached to it, it starts to feel less like dating. It's more like transaction. But then I noticed something else. Not everyone here was looking for a partner for their child. Some older people were looking for someone for themselves. Some were divorced, some had lost a husband or wife. For the younger generation, marriage can feel like a big financial decision. But for some older people here, it seemed much simpler. They were not looking for the perfect resume. They just did not want to go through the rest of life alone. I had a roommate in college. One time he took a leave and went home because his parents already bought an apartment for his future marriage. At that point, he was not even dating anymore. Not long after we graduated, his parents introduced him to someone, then they got married. And honestly, the marriage itself was not a disaster. They actually got along. But his parents never really stepped back. They had helped choose an apartment, they had introduced wife, and after the wedding, they still have many opinions about this couple, how should they live. That is the part people do not see on these profiles. In some families, getting married doesn't mean you finally become independent. It just means more people know have a say in your life. And I think this is something a lot of people my age deal with. Some parents don't really have boundaries. They still see their children as something belongs to them, not as independent adults. Would you like your parents to choose your future husband or wife? After all that, I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to get a burger. McDonald's is my favorite Western fast food chain. I'm getting a burger, fries, chicken nuggets, and a Coke. The whole meal is about $5. Is that cheap where you live? The Odyssey is playing in China right now. I'm a big fan of Christopher Nolan's Interstellar, so I bought this ticket in advance. I don't know much about Greek mythology, but the movie is really good. It makes me want to learn more about the story. The movie is over, and now I'm getting dinner. This is tomato beef brisket over rice, and it's my favorite. The sweet and the tangy tomatoes and the tender brisket go perfectly together. I can't finish a huge bowl of this. A lot of people treat marriage and having kids like boxes you have to tick. Like if you don't, your life is somehow falling behind. If I ever get married, I want to be because I found someone I actually want to build a life with. Not because my family needs an answer. Not because other people think I'm running out of time. I don't need a wedding to prove that my life is going anywhere.